There's a couple who is so deeply in love with each other that you cannot even penetrate the walls of their, what is it called when a marriage happens? Their union. Their sanction, their union. I don't think sanction is the right word, but that is a steadfast, ironclad, loving marriage right there. That is, of course, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex before or after their World Mental Health Gala that was last night in New York City. They won Humanitarians of the Award a year for 2025, which is so well-deserved because these two have been advocates for mental health for years and years now, since they've been married, given what Duchess Meghan went through, of course, the trauma of losing the late Princess Diana, his mother, as well as the constant bullying, the UK press allegedly, I don't even think it's allegedly now, hacking into his phone records or whatnot, which is like hella shady. By the way, sorry, there's construction going outside my car. I literally had to pull over onto the side of the road in LA because I saw Duchess Meghan post the story, and like, what the hell? Amazing. Anyways, these two deserve the world and more. This is a prime example of two people who are using their platforms for the greater good of society. You know, putting out a message of hope and really acknowledging the fact that there are people in this world who are in fact struggling. And it just is a great equalizer, mental health and whatnot. So love it, and always support these two.
When Meghan Sussex posted that short, sweet 6-second clip on Instagram, no one was really ready for the emotional earthquake it caused. Just 6 seconds, Meghan and Harry sharing laughter and affection, and honestly, the entire internet melted. Happy World Mental Health Day. To the man who always keeps me laughing, she wrote, with a little heart. Simple, honest, profound, and yet it sent waves across the world because it wasn't just a post. It was a love note wrapped in purpose. It was proof that no matter how loud the noise gets, love still speaks the loudest. In that tiny clip, you could feel everything the tabloids have always tried to deny: the warmth, the playfulness, the partnership that has kept them strong. Meghan and Harry weren't posing. They were just being themselves. A couple that genuinely enjoys each other's company, who share jokes, laughter, and healing. There was no stiffness, no distance, none of that performative royal energy. It was raw, natural connection, something you just can't fake or stage. And that's exactly why it resonated so deeply with millions of people watching. You could tell Meghan's words came straight from the heart. To the man who always keeps me laughing. A simple sentence, yet it carries the weight of their entire journey. The battles, the triumphs, the quiet moments of resilience. Meghan has faced more cruelty, lies, and obsession from the media than any woman should ever endure. Yet here she stands, glowing, smiling, and finding laughter with the man she loves. That's strength. That's healing. That's the kind of love that silences every critic without a single word of retaliation. And of course the usual crowd tried to twist it, just like they always do. The same tired voices who can't stand to see Harry happy, who can't bear the thought that Meghan, the woman they vilified, turned out to be his peace, his anchor, his joy. But every attempt to drag her only ends up exposing their bitterness, because the truth is undeniable. They are unbothered, thriving, and deeply in love. While others chase headlines, Meghan and Harry are busy building a home filled with laughter, purpose, and light. Posting it on World Mental Health Day wasn't a coincidence. It was deeply intentional. Meghan has always used her platform to highlight empathy, compassion, and awareness. By celebrating Harry on that day, she was reminding the world that laughter and love are part of healing too. That mental health isn't only about surviving darkness, it's about choosing joy, finding humor, and allowing the people who love you to lift you up. That's what Harry has done for her, and what she does for him every day. Their story has never been about rebellion, it's about freedom. The freedom to live authentically, to love without rules, to create a safe space for each other. Watching them together, you can see how much they have both grown. Harry's calm strength, Meghan's grounded grace, together they radiate something real, something no tabloid can fabricate or destroy. You can feel it even through a screen, that effortless chemistry, that quiet understanding that comes only from deep trust. And yes, the internet broke for all the right reasons. Within hours, fans around the world were reposting, sharing, and commenting on how pure the moment was. You could almost hear people smiling through their screens. Even photographers at the event couldn't contain themselves. One even yelled, "Oh my God!" as the couple appeared. That's the effect Meghan and Harry have. They don't just walk into a room, they light it up. It's wild to think how something so small can feel so powerful. But that's the thing about the Sussexes. They don't need grand gestures or long speeches to move people. Their authenticity speaks for itself. After years of false narratives, all it takes is a few seconds of genuine love to remind everyone what's real. Meghan and Harry's bond has become a living reminder that happiness is the best response to hate. Think about what they've been through. The relentless attacks, the smear campaigns, the betrayal from within palace walls. And yet here they are, standing strong together, smiling, laughing. That's not just survival, that's transformation. Meghan's laughter in that video isn't casual, it's victory. It's proof that joy is their rebellion, that peace is their power. Harry's smile beside her says it all. He's proud, he's free, and he's home. Meghan didn't take Harry away from anything. She helped him find himself. The boy who once walked behind his mother's coffin in silence has become a man unafraid to laugh, love, and protect his family out loud. That's growth. That's healing. And seeing Meghan celebrate him publicly, with tenderness and humor, was like watching that healing come full circle. This wasn't just a viral post, it was a cultural reset. It reminded everyone why so many people love the Sussexes, because they represent something we all crave: authenticity. They live with intention. They lead with compassion. They laugh even when the world tries to bring them down. That's why Meghan's little post broke the internet. It broke the narrative that pain must define you. It replaced it with love, laughter, and resilience. After everything they've endured, this moment felt like a full-circle triumph. It wasn't about proving anything to the public. It was simply Meghan being Meghan, loving openly, living joyfully, and honoring the man who keeps her spirit light. The world didn't fall in love with that post because it was glamorous. It fell in love because it was real. And that's what scares the haters most, the fact that no amount of negativity can destroy something built on truth. Meghan and Harry have shown us that peace doesn't mean perfection. It means choosing love every day, even when the world is watching, even when the critics are screaming. So yes, Meghan's Instagram post broke the internet. But more importantly, it broke the noise. It cut through the chaos with laughter and light. It reminded the world that this couple's story isn't one of loss or scandal. It's a love story born from courage and protected by truth. When Meghan said, "To the man who always keeps me laughing," she wasn't just talking about Harry's humor. She was talking about the way he makes life easier, brighter, and more human. She was talking about partnership, the kind that heals wounds and redefines what strength looks like. And that's the legacy of Harry and Meghan Sussex. Not the hate, not the headlines, but the love that outlasts it all. The laughter that keeps them going. The quiet resilience that keeps them winning. Their love is their statement. Their laughter is their revolution. And that short clip, that beautiful spontaneous moment, is all the proof. And as the world moves on, the story of Meghan and Harry keeps unfolding. Not just in headlines, but in hearts around the globe. Their journey hasn't been easy, but it's been real. Every challenge, every rumor, every triumph has only deepened their bond and inspired countless others to believe in the power of authenticity and love. In a world that often rewards cynicism, they've chosen hope. They've shown us that no matter how loud the world gets, you can write your own story. One filled with laughter, meaning, and light. So as we watch them move forward, hand in hand, we're reminded that love isn't just a feeling. It's a choice, a legacy, and a light that never fades. And that's how Meghan and Harry will be remembered, not for the storms they faced, but for the way they danced through the rain, together.